Come, Lord, and save us. This is a prayer that we need in Nigeria today, that we need in our world today. Come, Lord, and save us. Come, Lord, and save us from bad governance that is destroying everything in Nigeria. Come, Lord, and save us from hunger. People barely eat today because of bad governance, because of corruption and decay that has befallen our country, Nigeria. And it seems that healing is not coming from anywhere. I was watching a clip of President Tinubu many years ago when Goodluck Jonathan was the president. He was condemning the government. He was crying for the people, crying about hunger, corruption, crying that our wealth is going to be drained. But today, we are even worse than the moment that Good Jonathan was here. And nobody has arrested Tinubu. Tinubu is supposed to be in jail today. If not for the so-called immunity. Go and watch that clip. Go and watch that video. You will discover that he condemned himself. He's supposed to be in jail today. And he came up and told us, because of APC, he came up and told us that they were left with empty treasury. By who? By Buhari. And nobody has arrested Buhari because of APC. Because once you are in APC, you are covered. Nobody has arrested Buhari. And we are told that he met empty treasury. Can you imagine? Buhari said, because Buhari was the minister of petroleum. I mean, even before his presidency, he was the minister. He licked the oil and it was sweet. And when he struggled and became president, he said, I will be the minister of petroleum. To monitor what? To grow our petroleum industry. And under his watch, our oil industry was totally a mess. Under his watch. And nobody has arrested him today. We are told that even NNPC cannot even provide enough crude oil for Dangote refinery to function very well, because Buhari, according to the report, has already sold our oil before now and swallowed the money. So we are paying for what we owe people, and nobody has arrested Buhari. Nobody is talking about it because he's in APC. The so-called Jagaban came and said, oh, I will save the economy. I will take care of the oil again. The same thing. The same arrangement that dealt with us. And he's continuing with the project of Buhari. You can imagine what will happen to us and what is happening to us. And because of the so-called presidential immunity, nobody will go and arrest him. My fear is that if he's not arrested, Nigeria will be sold before we know it, before our very eyes. Who is telling us that there is no money? There is money in Nigeria. The vice president at the time of Jonathan was living in a home. Vice president at the time of Buhari was having a home. And when we are looking for money, we are looking for loan to grow our economy, we are told that our vice presidents, those that claim to be servant leaders, need a befitting home. How many millions or billions? And they told us that the president means presidential jet. Go and check the car that your president is using. I don't know whether I will be exaggerating that even if you throw a bomb on that car, nothing will explode. If we are secured, our president will be secured. Our president is being secured with the blood of the poor, with the blood of the suffering. I will never forget the president. I've forgotten the country. The president that when he was sworn in, he said that those in charge of the money came to him and said, please sign this document, sign this check. He said, what is it for? Because they said to him, we are going to purchase new vehicles for the president. And he asked them, what about the vehicles that the former president was using? Is it not still there? Is there no vehicle? Are there no vehicles in the presidency? They said, Your Excellency, there are. But you know, the norm is that you will ride on new vehicles. He said, no, go and refurbish them. Go and repair them. We don't have money. As individuals, we claim that we don't have money. Even Dangote will be telling you, no, we need to grow our economy. We need to grow our industry. Because there is no money. But those, our leaders, Tinubu is telling us that we have money. Because if it were his private business, he would be crying, we don't have money. We don't have money. But because it's Nigeria, we have money. There is hunger everywhere. You should also know that wherever there is hunger, there is also sickness and disease. People cannot pay for good health. People cannot care for their health, for their well-being. And they are telling us, let there be peace. Be at peace. Let there be peace everywhere. How can there ever be peace without justice? It is not possible for you to cry peace without justice. The singer says, me no want peace. Me want equal rights and justice. When you have equal rights and justice, that is what will bring peace. Tinubu campaigned, Tinubu protested many years ago and said that the government of the day should be kicked out. And that was not mutiny enough. That was not mutiny. And now people protested against this bad government, and some of them have been arrested and are being charged for mutiny, trying to overthrow the government of the day. And Tinubu that gave them the routine of that kind of protest is still a free man, and is not yet arrested for mutiny. Government is talking about mutiny now. Everyone that carries up to say this government must go, then you are committing mutiny. You want to overthrow a democratically elected government. How is it democratically elected? How are they elected? The stealing that went on during the voting, who has investigated it? The INEC chairman, Yakubu, the man that was outspoken, became dumb. How I wish that the time he was called to Abuja and he became dumb, that Jesus Christ touched his tongue so that he could speak the truth. A dumb man, a professor that is dumb. Nobody has investigated that man with all the assurances he gave Nigerian youths. He gave Nigerian youths assurance. I have never voted in Nigeria, but last election pulled me to the sun, and I made sure that I voted because Yakubu, Professor Yakubu, gave us assurance. that our vote will count. And all of us went into the sun, only for him to become a dumb horse, to become a toothless bulldog. And nobody has investigated him, and he's still a free man. He needs to be arrested immediately. If Nigeria will be good, he needs to be arrested. And they are telling us that all will be well. You can imagine the subsidy. This man, I don't know. Wait, Tinubu go school at all? Tinubu go school at all? When he was sworn in, the only language he knew, the only statement he knew was, oil subsidy is gone. And that actually messed Nigeria up. That singular statement messed Nigeria up. Immediately he pronounced that oil subsidy is gone. Every marketer went and adjusted their pump price. And Nigerians started suffering. That pronouncement, oil is gone, is a murderous pronouncement. It killed many Nigerians. Many died because of that pronouncement. Oil is gone. And nobody is arresting Buhari. Nobody is arresting Tinubu. Banditry everywhere. Kidnapping everywhere. The first catechist in a parish that I worked, and in that environment, let me say, the whole of malnourished environment, the first catechist, retired catechist Garba, has been in kidnappers' den, bandits' den, for getting to 1 month now. An old man, getting to his 80. He's still there because oil subsidy is gone. A man of 80 years is still in the bush in this rainy season. Getting to a month now, that old man is there because oil subsidy is gone. We have never experienced banditry like now. Zamfara and Katsina. We thought that the governor of Katsina was getting it because he was arresting even informants. They were fighting against banditry. But now you can imagine the upsurge. And they say all the agencies, all the security agencies should be relocated to Katsina and Zamfara to go and wipe them out. Have they ever been wiped out? From the time of Buhari, how can you be sitting on corruption and you are wiping out corruption? How can you be practicing corruption and you are wiping out the consequences of corruption and decay? It is not possible. Do you know, my dear friends, that many are benefiting from what we are suffering today? Many are benefiting. I just saw a report on the social media, unverified report, that a soldier said, an officer said, how can this banditry end now when I'm now in position? Others benefited from it. Is it my own turn that it will end when I'm in position now to benefit? Allowances and everything go to them. We are on top of the situation. We will wipe them out. And they are praying that it may be prolonged. The message of Jesus Christ comes to mind today. When Isaiah, like in the days of Nigeria, in this present age, Isaiah pronounced that your Savior is coming, salvation is coming, healing is coming to you. The eyes of the blind shall be opened, the ears of the deaf shall be opened, the tongue of the dumb shall be loosened, the cripple will walk. Jesus Christ came for this purpose. And you see that healing is a prominent feature in his ministry. In the ministry of Jesus Christ, healing is a prominent feature. Firstly, physical healing. Maybe before we talk about spiritual healing. When he came, eyes of the blind were opened, ears were opened, tongues were loosened, the lame walk. And I'm telling us that even till today, Jesus Christ is a fulfillment of a new Nigeria. Jesus Christ is a fulfillment of a new Nigeria. But unfortunately, many are not realizing the fact that Nigeria, our world, cannot be healed if we do not see in Jesus the fulfillment of a new world, the fulfillment of a new Nigeria. Physical challenges are symptoms of our spiritual decay. Our decay in Nigeria, physical decay in Nigeria, corruption decay in Nigeria is a symptom of our spiritual poverty. We are spiritually poor, and we need spiritual healing. We need to be taken care of by God. The one that created us is spiritual. Do not walk for the symptoms. Do not try to cure the symptom. Look for the substance of your challenge. Do not work for the bread that do not last. Work for the one that lasts eternally. Why I'm saying that banditry can never leave Nigeria is because our leaders are busy equipping the army, equipping the military, curing the symptom. But what about the substance of our challenge? What about bad governance? How I wish the military boys will turn their gun to Asorok. Banditry will end. If the military boys will turn their gun to Asorok, find where Tinubu is, shoot him first. I'm telling you that banditry will end. How I wish. But wishes are not reality. How I wish they know where the banditries are and turn their nostrils to the bandits, and banditry will end. We are scratching the surface. When Jesus Christ is calling the leaders blind guides, because we do not even know what we are fighting. And this language, the security men will tell you, we are on top of the situation. On top, very much on top. Why are they not on top of the situation when they are flying our jets? Flying our jets, and the blood of the poor, the blood of those that are killed, are dripping from the dead, from the jets. Because the blood of the martyrs saturates those jets. We are only fighting symptoms, and we're not addressing the substance of our challenge. Our leaders are blind. And when you hear their comments, you begin to ask whether they are educated. Even the professors. The professors are blind. Even the elites among them are blind. And when you hear them, you begin to ask, are these people educated? And they said to Jesus Christ, we're not blind. We're not blind. We can see. And Jesus said to them, how I wish you are blind. How I wish you accept that you are blind, so that I may have the opportunity of healing you. What is telling them? What is telling them in essence is, how I wish you can see your spiritual blindness. How I wish you can see your substantial blindness. How I wish you can feel the substance of your blindness, of your incapacitation. so that you may come to me for real healing. Had it been that Nigerian youths will turn to Jesus, I just feel that they are fighting without knowing the real weapon that can give us victory. Had it been that Nigerian youths will turn to Jesus Christ, so that Jesus will touch their tongue, so that they may be able to have voice, so that Jesus will touch their ears, so that they may hear and hear correctly. But today, even the youths are stopped with wax. Their ears are stopped with wax, and their tongues are held with ligaments of corrupt leaders, so that they cannot speak and they cannot hear very well.